Hey my fellow Tri-Pies, coming at you real quick with this pop-up training to talk to you about building your business 100% on Facebook. So I know that there are so many different ways that each of us can build our businesses, whether it's through social media, whether it's through home parties, events, personal one-on-ones. Really, the sky's the limit on how it is that we get to choose how we run our Posh businesses. Now, I know that there are some of you that have expressed interest to me that you would prefer to build your business 100% online. And maybe that's because of where you're located in the US. Maybe you are located in a really small rural area, and so you don't have a lot of opportunity to get to meet people in person. Or maybe you're someone who has, a full-time job and kiddos and all kinds of things, and you really just don't have the time to put in your schedule to be somewhere at a specific date. And so you really just need that flexibility of doing everything online. And I know that Facebook is a really big part of that for many of us who are in direct sales. So let's talk about the magic number that you would need to have as far as friends on Facebook in order to truly build and sustain a thriving Posh business. So that number is 1,500. You heard me, 1,500. Now, why is that the magic number? Well, I actually got this information from a different leader in another direct sales company and actually tweaked it to make it specific to Posh. And here's why you want to do 1,500. We're gonna do some math because you know me, I love numbers, being the numbers girl that I am. So approximately half of the people on your friends list are going to be split between both genders, male and female. So we know that while our product is available for use to anyone and everyone, it isn't gender specific. We do have mostly women that, find themselves being drawn to our business, whether it's through the marketing, whatever the case may be. It's a majority of women that it is that we do business with. So here's the thing. If you have, your friends list and you start to break that up, you're going to find out really quickly why it is that you may not be finding the success that you are seeking in your Posh business. And when it comes down to it, the bottom line is this: your network is way too small. It is just way too little. And so here's the thing. Again, about half of the people in your friends list are going to be male. So let's say, for example, most people don't have tons of friends. They just don't. Maybe a couple hundred and maybe not even that. But let's just make the math easy and let's say 300, okay? So you have 300 friends on your friends list. We can approximate about half of those are going to be male. So now you've gotten your friends list from 300 to 150, okay? So here's the thing about direct sales. It's really very common that only about 1 in 10 of those individuals that you try to either, reach as a potential customer, reach as a hostess, reach as a potential team member, it's usually 1 in 10. So 1 out of every 10 times you either, again, try to make a sale, try to book a party, or try to get a teammate is pretty much the average. Across the board. So if I just told you that if you had a friends list of 300 and half of those are female, so now you've cut that to 150, and only 1 in 10, which is 10%, are people that are going to, again, either do business with you as a customer or a hostess or join your team. Out of that 150, you're looking at 15 people. That's it. 15 people isn't going to grow your business. 15 people isn't going to get you to where you want to be. 15 people isn't going to be enough to, promote to that next rank if that is a goal that you are trying to achieve. In Posh, it is recommended that each of us have at least 75 regular customers. And by regular, I mean if you have 75 people who order from you twice a year, at, I believe it's $40 an order, an average order of $40, then you would have approximately 500 PV every month. And that's exactly what you need in order to get paid on your downline for those of you that are team building. So how do we get to 75 people? Well, just talking about the rationale as far as how your friends list generally works, we're going to back into that 75 number. So that's how we get the 1,500. So 1,500 divided by 2, because you're going to figure half of those are male and half of those are female, you're going to get to 750. And if only 10% of the people that are on your list are going to interact with you, as far as your Posh business, then that from that 750 gets you down to the 75 that you need to, again, they consistently buy from you. And consistently doesn't necessarily mean every month. It actually means once a catalog. As long as you can get at least 75 people once a catalog to place a $40 order, you will average over month to month $500 in the PV that you need in order to qualify on any downline bonuses. So that's it. If you are wondering why it is that you are struggling in your business, nobody is liking your posts, nobody's engaging your posts, you feel like you're hitting your head against the wall, this is the honest truth, and this is what it comes down to. Your network is too small. You can't keep pounding it over and over again to the same 10, 15 people who are paying attention, because that isn't going to be enough for you to get to where you want to be in your business if you are wanting to build it, even just as a part-time income. So you have to be aware that if you're wanting to build your business on Facebook, Facebook is a social media platform. That means you have to be social. That means you're going to have to send out friend requests. You'll have to accept friend requests. And you'll have to, allow yourself to be open to meet all of these various new peoples, because the truth is that you don't really know yet where those relationships could take you and how they could be mutually beneficial for both you and the other person. So that is what I'm coming at with you today. So I don't know how many of us actually have that many friends. I know I don't, at least not as of yet, but it is something that I'm really, really working on, because I know that I need to build up my VIP page. It's really super small, like less than a dozen right now, because the truth is that up until recently, I've never had a VIP page. A lot of my business has been built on one-on-one contact and events. But now I'm realizing that what I've done before isn't giving me the same successes I have seen. So I'm having to grow and stretch and think outside the box on how it is that I can build my own book of business. And so I wanted to share with you guys this information. When you really sit down and you think about it and you internalize what it is that you truly sorry about that, what you truly need as far as a network, 1,500 is it. You're going to need to have at least 1,500 friends. Now, this doesn't mean that they're going to know anything and everything about you. So you got to be mindful of what you put out there on social media and what it is that you do share. But that is what I wanted to come at and share with you today. Think about it. Look at your own friends list. How many people do you have? About how many are male? How many are female? And take 10% of your females and realize that that's about how many people you're reaching. And is it enough for you to get to where you want to be in your business? More than likely it isn't. So what do you have to do? Being a network marketer, you're going to have to network and you're going to have to grow that network. So that's what I have for you today in this pop-up training. If you have any questions, please let me know. Drop those in the comments, and I look forward to carrying on this conversation with you to see what your thoughts are on the magic number 1,500. See you soon.